Welcome, everybody, to the Waiting in Queue podcast. Cue the music. It's already been queued, probably. My guess is... Yeah, it's in post. I pretty much decide, so I could change it to that. If you want to pan over to Connor, Katie, this is my ugly friend. He's going to be joining us today.
I'm here every day.
Every
time.
You weren't here last week.
Yeah,
last week was the week where we said we didn't wear the same clothes, but really we did wear the same clothes.
We didn't wear the same clothes. Also, what sweatshirt was I wearing on that episode?
I think this exact one.
The one you're wearing.
Is it really?
Connor hasn't changed.
Is it really?
I think so, because I remember the car.
Fuck. You know what's funny about that?
Thinking about that thumbnail you did. Yeah.
You know what's funny about that is I woke up this morning. I was like, I gotta make sure I have a different. I did.
You know that one video on TikTok that's like blowing up right now of ours? It's
God,
it's at like 250,000 views. You're wearing your Teddy Fresh shirt or hoodie. You got a couple compliments on that one.
On which one? The plaid one?
Yeah, the plaid one.
Was it?
Is it the plaid one or is it that?
I don't know. I have like
looks
12.
like quilts sewed together.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
We also have like 2 flies running around in this room. So, and the door's been open the whole time before we started recording, and they never left.
It's because there's trash in here that we haven't taken out.
Yeah, but they're not on the trash anymore. They've probably eaten it all, and now they're just flying around.
We gotta clean this room. We haven't cleaned this room. What happens is it's not dirty, but it gets cluttered.
There's just stuff laying around
because we clutter it. You know, we play with the toys that's in here, and then we just kind of throw the toys to the side like little children.
On what percentage those cans right there are yours?
100%. I've already said that. I said that like all the cans are mine. These though are probably like pretty full because I don't drink pop very often.
Yeah, you take like a couple sips. And
and then I'm like, this is disgusting. It tastes like battery acid.
We went to
this Pepsi. It's almost full still. I've had like 3 sips.
I remember in high school, or no, this would have been like middle school maybe. We went to somebody's house for a party, and we were like dying of thirst. So we went upstairs to get soda, and we opened up the fridge, and you know like the little half cans that they sell for like children?
Yeah.
They had a bunch of those, and the guy whose birthday it was, he was outraged because this is like the first time he's seen it. Because usually they give him like full cans.
Was I here? Was I there?
No,
I was gonna say I don't remember any of this.
No. This was hilarious because we opened up the fridge and just burst out laughing. Like this is it. Well, what are we 5? And he storms off to his parents and he's like, "What is this garbage?" And he's like, they're like, "Well, you only drink half the can anyway, so we thought we'd just buy the half cans." So I always finish my cans. I'm pretty good about that.
LaCroix, I'll finish them.
Yeah,
not the sodies.
So in theory, it does make sense for them to just get the half cans.
Yeah.
And then I guess the next day or like a week later, we asked if he was still getting those cans, and he's like, "Oh, my parents are even more pissed off because I only drank half of those cans." What?
Is this who I think it is?
3-letter
word, 3-letter name,
3-letter. Yeah.
Yeah, I could have guessed that.
Canadian vampire.
Canadian vampire. I'm thinking of somebody different.
No, that was his nickname. Remember? Because he looks like a Canadian, and he's pale, so we called him a Canadian vampire.
Yeah, but I'm thinking of our 3-letter guy.
Who's our 3-letter guy? He's writing it on his hand. Very close.
Is that his name?
No.
It's another 3-letter name?
Yeah. You know him. We hardly hang out with him like at all.
Yeah, but how is it another 3-letter name? Oh wait, it could be.
It's hard. My hands are sweaty.
I have no idea what you wrote on that at
all. Katie, do not change to the TV. I'm gonna type it out for Connor.
I won't.
Oh.
Canadian vampire.
Yeah. Okay.
Why do we try so hard to hide that identity?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, we're gonna keep it up.
It's funny because I could see him going upstairs. I've been to that house too, so now I can see the house in my head. So now I know I could just see him. What is this? Yeah.
His brother looked like
I gotta throw that away.
a Who from Whoville.
Yeah. It really did. Not in like a bad way. Just
He just had the nose that kind of like
it
came
pushed up
It
nose.
pushed up nose, kind of like Kevin Bacon-ish.
Yeah, and he had like very, like his eyes were like. I'm not making fun of him, by the way.
No, this is just how he looked.
Yeah, he looked like a Who from Whoville.
And
And
his address is
3214
Blast Off.
Road. Uranus, Colorado.
Nice.
Did you know that there's for work this week, I was driving up to Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
I think it was when I was actually driving up to Indy, or driving down to Indy. There's by the Nestle factory. You know where the Nestle factory is?
Mm-hmm.
The or Nestle plant, whatever you want to call it. There's a chocolate factory near that area called Uranus chocolate or something like that.
Uranus.
No, Uranus.
Uranus.
Like the planet.
Yeah,
Uranus.
but scientists try to pronounce it Uranus.
They're wrong.
Yeah,
They're wrong.
They're trying to like keep
Yeah,
us
of
from
course.
saying Uranus.
But like
instead, it
I
just
thought
sounds like urine.
Yeah.
I thought it was
It does not any
funny. I thought it was funny that there was a chocolate factory called that. I just saw the sign. I was like, "What?"
When we were up in Wisconsin, there was a cheese like store called Mars Cheese, like the planet. So I think is this like all these places are centered around planets now?
I guess I think they're more going on the line of like your actual ass.
Like butt chocolate.
Yeah. See,
Some
like
would
I
call
think
fudge
they're
packing
doing
kind of
they're
stuff.
doing like a play on words thing. They had a spaceship and all that on the thing, but like, come on. You know they're talking about your asshole, right?
The asshole specifically, or just the all around butt?
Uranus. Is Uranus like? I'm not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it.
Yeah, we get just roped into these and just like
I end up making forbidden episodes.
we do still have the forbidden episode.
The
but
forbidden
we just
episode will
can't-
never be released
I think-
until
I think I'm just gonna delete it.
no. When we hit,
What about Patreon?
huh?
Put it on
No,
Patreon.
We
stuff.
thought about that.
I'm putting out
We
something
haven't
right
checked
now.
our Patreon
though.
either.
If we ever reach 1,000 subscribers, we'll post the forbidden episode.
I think we need to make that more like clear to like
I just did.
sending it out in the social media space, like that message that you just.
Oh, clip it. 1,000 subscribers, we post the forbidden episode. And we do what's in the forbidden episode. But you won't know what that is until we hit 1,000.
I think if
Actually, you already know what it is.
You know what it
in
is.
Other
It's
episodes.
in other episodes, but like even that episode will tell, because we talked about that a lot in that forbidden.
Oh, we
episode.
broke it down.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we broke it down to having even more stuff added to it with people watching, and we're not gonna get into it.
No.
1,000 subscribers, forbidden episode goes up, and we open our first. I was just gonna say OnlyFans. You were gonna go.
You're gonna open your first OnlyFans?
Yeah, we're gonna start our first OnlyFans.
Okay, that sounds
as a-
better.
as a
Opening
group.
kind of sound like you're opening something.
Yeah, of course.
Legs.
Anyways, all right. So we're getting away from the forbidden episode thing, and we're gonna talk about all sorts of cool stuff today. There's really not a lot going on right now. And like the whole oh, we're playing games.
We've got a lot of cool, interesting things happen behind the scenes as far as like.
Why? Why do I got
why do you do that?
fidget, dude?
I'm gonna get you a fidget cube or a fidget spinner.
I would love that. So this is gonna whoever's playing has to have this on there.
No. So whoever's playing is just like playing with a normal controller, and then whoever's just listening, everyone's headphones are gonna plug into that.
Oh shit!
You didn't bring your headphones, did you?
I didn't bring my headphones. How are we gonna do this?
Well, you're lucky. Katie has a pair of headphones. There's an Astro headset down there, and I brought my headphones. You're lucky you have friends that are reliable.
I'll be real with you. Mine don't work though. You have to plug it into the computer anyways.
You're going to just plug it into the controller.
I can't plug mine into the controller. Mine are PC headphones.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You had to do it that way. No, I think we switched later on.
I ended up using the Astros.
You ended up doing that so you can plug it straight in the controller.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're good.
Yeah, we're doing our.
Connor,
we're recording
useless
our
as
Let's Plays.
ever.
We're recording our Let's Plays today.
We are. Gonna see how it goes because we're talking about this whole rebranding of the show, and Mitchell keeps out. That's actually my wife. Nah. Yeah. It's probably like, are you done recording? You said you were gonna be home around this time. I was like, I've never said that once in my life.
Yeah, it's Sunday. It's record day. It's work day.
Yeah, just expect me to be gone till midnight. Then that way you'll never be disappointed. You'll always be surprised.
Say, you're always going to be happy at that point because we're not staying out here.
That's why I tell them at work. They're like, oh, or like customers, like, oh, how long do you think this is going to be done? 60 days, maybe.
Could be a year.
2 months, could be a year. And then you do it tomorrow. They're like, holy cow, that was fast.
Here's an extra $1,000.
Yeah. See, that's how you haggle.
That's pretty nice. Pretty smart.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking ahead. We're recording our Let's Plays today.
Could come out today. Could come out.
Yeah, could come out today. Could come out
3 months from now.
3 months from now. You guys will just have to wait and see. So,
but don't be surprised if it comes out next week.
Next week.
Actually, do be surprised because we were expecting, like I said, 3 months.
Yeah, you will. In that case, you would be surprised.
What episode is this? 81?
81 or 82. We're almost at 100 episodes. To think that, like, almost 2 years ago. You ever look at the old photos of this place?
Sometimes I even look at, like, the old photos of when we did the webcam version of this show. When I shaved my face, I'm like, man.
I looked like a rat.
Yeah, you look terrible.
Yeah.
You had the zebra portrait behind you.
Yeah, you look terrible. The priceless zebra photo, and then remember when I was washing windows and I found a house that somebody else had it in. I was like, I thought I had the only one. So
price just dropped.
I threw that bad boy away.
That was a gift from Tanner's mom.
It was. It wasn't really a gift. It was more of like she was trying to get rid of it. And Tanner didn't want it either, so Tanner was trying to get rid of it, and I was like, fuck it, I'll take it. It's funny. It was funny, though. I had it was massive, dude. I thought it was funny. That's why.
Yeah, it was funny.
But anyway, so.
But to some, boomer woman, that's that's art.
That's art. It's like something you buy at like Pier 1.
Yeah.
Which, may I add, are all pretty much like closed down because that stuff was like just straight overpriced garbage.
It's overpriced, like factory made stuff.
Yeah, I think all of them in Fort Wayne got shut down.
Yeah, it just wasn't.
People got smarter. They were like, wait a sec. It's oddly weird that like they mass produced the same thing over and over.
Yeah,
when they were always like, this is like one of a kind stuff for your house. Okay. Okay, Pier 1. Anyways, I still have plates from Pier 1 though. Use them every day.
Well, those are plates. Those are usable. Like
very
things.
Nice. Very nice ceramic plates. Mass-produced ceramic plates.
How expensive were they?
Over the price that they should have been. I didn't buy them though. I got them. They're hand-me-downs. All my stuff is like just given to me. I can't remember the last time I've like, you know what I really need to do? Go buy a good pot and pan set. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not gonna go buy a good old pot and pan set.
Why not?
It's just a hassle to go do all that.
You know, there's a guy that only has a hot tub, and he got rid of all his other things because
This
he
is
could run.
gross.
He can run his hot tub to help him cook his food
That's
and stay warm at night.
That's disgusting.
He's made a hot tub a reasonable purchase.
Hot tubs will never be reasonable purchases. It's like buying a boat. Unless like you lived on the water, lived on the water, not by the water. You lived on a boat. Then I feel like a boat's a practical purchase, right? Don't you think just buying a boat's kind of a waste? Unless you're on it all the time, or at least like every day.
It's
Like a hot tub. You're gonna get in the hot tub every day?
Hot
Are you gonna
tubs-
get in the hot tub during the summer?
Well, no.
You gonna ride the boat during the winter?
I only would get a hot tub to have some hot babes come over.
Oh, I'm listening.
But my wife won't allow me to get the hot tub for that reason.
I'll
no,
come
yeah,
over.
I see what you mean. Yeah, a boat pretty impractical. It's
I'm
just kinda
talking about,
one of-
like-
it's like buying a 4-wheeler, which is like even that you have access
That's true.
to it every day, but at the same time, like with a hot tub, you get bored of it. You'll stop using it.
Yeah.
Hot tubs are like one of the like main things that always get like returned and
Oh yeah, you
unused.
buy it, you use
buy
it
it,
for like
you-
a year, a ton, and then you're like my parents, they got that hot tub, and we used it
Ugh.
like crazy.
We used it like crazy because it was like a cool thing when I would come over.
Yeah.
None of us had a hot tub, so
Right.
we were like, let's get in that hot tub,
Sick.
especially in the winter.
The
And
winter
the
was
winter was
fun.
the best time.
You get out and you lay in the snow, and then you jump back in the hot tub, and it literally just like fry your body.
Mm-hmm.
Um.
I think that was actually like super unhealthy for
Oh,
us.
super bad for you. Also, like as a kid, as a child, you're only supposed to be in the hot tub for a certain amount of time because it will like fuck your balls up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
We stayed in there for hours.
I know. There's no like. I'm surprised you guys have a kid with how long we stayed in
See,
that.
I'm curious. Is it like
hot tub.
is it permanent damage or is
Nah,
it just
it's
damage
probably
for
like-
like that set of batch that you have?
Yeah,
going for you?
that batch you're cooking in
It's
there.
a bad batch.
It's just a bad batch. You just got to get rid of the bad batch and the new ones come. No, I don't know. I just heard that like
It's
like,
not good for you.
Soaking in that and sitting in it, all that heat.
And,
Especially when
like,
you're
and-
like young and you're like still developing.
And like the 15-minute thing, that could be like extra cushion for someone. Like it could be like a half
30
hour
minutes,
before,
an
but they
hour.
say 15 to get people like, okay,
Yeah.
maybe I should get out.
But yeah, that was fun, but they got rid of that. But like you said, 4-wheeler. A 4-wheeler still is a little more practical because like if your car breaks down, you can be like, okay, I guess I'll take
Well,
this
if your car
4-wheeler.
breaks down in the water, then you got a boat.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do with a 4-wheeler when your car breaks down?
Your car breaks down, so you got to get to work, but you live really close to work, so you hop on the 4-wheeler and you drive to work.
Yeah, that might not work. 4-wheelers aren't street legal. They are if they're back road, but how often are people working back can have back roads access to their
Yeah, but
place of work?
I'm not saying for everybody. I'm saying it's just more practical than a boat
I think it's
still.
more practical because you can use the 4-wheeler around like your yard
all
work
year,
and stuff.
yeah, use it for. That's all I'm saying is it's more practical in the grand scheme of things than a boat would be.
Yeah, but you could yeah.
it's probably
But what if your job's on the water?
see now
See,
that's
now
where
it's practical for those.
now
set of
it's
people.
practical then to have a boat, but still, how are you getting to the boat in the winter or your job in the winter?
Oh, you walk across the ice.
Yeah, but you could 4-wheeler across
Could.
the ice.
Yeah,
You can't ride your boat across the ice. So in that case,
not unless
the
you get one
4-wheeler's
of
still
those
more
like
practical.
iceberg like breaker ones. They've got like
a guard on it,
the guard on it.
and it just like pushes like what the Titanic had on it. Oh, Titanic didn't have that.
It didn't. It fell prey to not having it.
That's why we put them on them now. Well, I think that if you buy a boat, never mind. I'm not gonna say it. It was gonna get real dark real
Oh
fast.
my gosh.
Intrusive thoughts. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to keep intrusive thoughts down.
Why do we always like during the show? We always have those thoughts.
Cause the cameras.
Yeah.
No, trust me. I have intrusive thoughts all the time.
Oh yeah.
Here's one. Okay,
Right.
yesterday I was walking. I went up to the lake and I was walking with Miles through the woods. Okay, and I let Miles kind of like go way ahead of me. Right, just let him run.
Okay.
He's like 40, 50 feet ahead of me in this woods. And in my head, I'm like, man, wouldn't it be wild if like a fucking coyote jumped out and fucking grabbed him? This wouldn't happen because I'm like super low in the camera too.
Well, because I had to raise it.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah.
So
stop slouching.
that's not gonna happen.
Katie, you're more than welcome to if like
Yell at me.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like I was like, man, what if a coyote jumped out? Which wouldn't happen because coyotes are way more scared of people than people think. Everybody's like, oh, a coyote's gonna attack you. Shut up. That's just not true.
That's city folk.
Yeah,
I remember
that's some yuppies.
Remember when we were in college and I invited like our roommates from Chicago. They lived in Chicago. We came from out of the woods to go to
the great city,
to the big city.
to the big city.
And we invited them like, hey, you guys should come back home. My parents have like a half basketball
That's chill.
court, pond and all that. And they were like, is it kind of out in the middle of nowhere, like woods? I'm like, kind of. It's got fields, like farm field. And then he's like, nah, I'm not going. Like they are terrified of not living in the city.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like there's a lot of country people that are like they think that when you go downtown Fort Wayne, you're gonna get stabbed or shot. It's like,
yeah,
what? It's not, just because it's the city.
Statistically, you're more likely to die to the person that you're married to.
True, because you spend all your time with that person.
Mm-hmm.
But what was I saying? Oh, so I was thinking of a coyote jumping out on him. Intrusive thoughts, right? And I was like, man, what would I do in that situation? He's like 40, 50 feet ahead of me. Am I gonna sprint this?
There's 3 flies in here now.
Oh yeah, I told you there's 3, and am I gonna like kick him? Not Miles, kick the coyote.
No, you kick him out of the way.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. But while I'm thinking this, I start hearing rustling in the woods,
Ooh.
like right away. And all of a sudden, 2 massive deer that were laying right on the side in the brush next to the trail, like, get up. I'm talking like, it happened so quick, I didn't really like get an eye. I immediately looked at Miles. And they start rustling, and I thought one was a buck, but I think they were just 2 does. And I thought the buck was charging, because they'll charge if like they feel like super endangered. And Miles is like 40 feet ahead of me, and I go, Miles, and he like turns around. He's like, because he hears it too, so he's like, what the fuck is happening? And without me saying anything, he starts like running to me. I'm like, get over here, and you can tell that he's just like terrified. And all of a sudden, these like deer are just like up right next to us, and he's like, oh, like he's like, what is going on, dude? And you can just hear like the trees, and then I like grab him, pick him up, and I was like, deer, and he was like, oh, he was like looking at him, and they like just got up and ran. But I thought that deer was charging him because it got up and kind of ran this way towards the trail because they're dumb. They don't know where they're going yet. They're just startled, and I thought it was going to cross the trail, too, and just fucking trample them, because they'll just not pay attention, and they'll just run over them, right? That's what I thought really was going to happen, and that's when I told him, like, get over here, like, and he ran over real fast. But he was so startled just by the noise, because he's like, I have no idea what's going on. I've never, like, been in here and this happened. But after the thing, he was like, it's really cool. He's like, oh, deer. But it was wild because I had that intrusive thought. That's what like reminded me of it.
Yeah.
I have them all the time. What are you doing?
I'm just typing something. It's just a reminder.
All right. Okay. Your camera started to do the autofocus thing again. For a
What,
bit.
my camera?
Yeah, it's fine now.
Yeah, it might just like
It's because the light.
Yeah, it might be the light.
But yeah, that's pretty
It's a title
much
idea. I got it.
for today.
Yeah. And, yeah. Thumbnail idea is coming next.
Connor kicks Miles.
No. Connor
delete.
Connor abandons nephew.
Wait. I think we didn't really like talk about any of the. How long are our episodes?
No, typically a half hour. We used to do an hour, but then we were.
It's just kind of like. Well, we used to do an hour and a half.
That was like when we first started.
Which is wild to think that like, I was like totally cool with doing an hour and a half. Because I was like, no, I think we should do them longer.
Well, we've kind of come from like listening to H3 a lot, and they do like 3-hour long podcasts. So we were like, well, we want to do as long as possible.
They also have like people though who like research segments and then like they talk about the segments. Like Ethan shows up and doesn't do like any of the research. He's just like, what are we talking about today? I mean, yeah, there are like drama stuff he always knows about, but like little things. I'm
sure he contributes somewhat.
Oh, he does.
He's like,
I
want to talk about like this, but like everyone's like looking up. Stuff.
They look up all the news and the information.
Yeah, we just kind of live our lives, and then we come to the show and we sit down and we go, what do we want to talk about? And we go, I've got nothing.
Do you think IGA sells little things that you can hang for flies? Little fly catchers? Because these motherfuckers are going haywire in here, dude. They keep flying over the cameras.
Katie, can you see them when they fly by in the camera?
Every once in a while, yeah.
Oh! I also wore the same sweatshirt I wore in the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, it's almost like you don't change your clothes.
I cleaned this yesterday. I almost wore the Virginity Rocks one. And I was like, nah. The car one's way cooler and way more comfortable.
Pussy.